Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the Big Dig. We are going to be continuing our efforts to clear out this room. I've come with 14 stacks of TNT. I brought a bunch of diamonds so we can make more pickaxes. Yeah, it's a big task, but we're going to press on and see how much we can get done this episode. It's one of these ones I could do it off camera, but the whole point of this is a let's play. So, yep. I'm playing the game, and you're watching me. So, let's see. We have got. Oh yeah, it's the y-axis I was looking at. 112. So the highest point is 112. We need to get down to 90, I think. So we've got, what's that? 22 blocks from up there, but still a good 10 or so from like way down there. I do hear a spider actually. He's outside. We're all good. Oh yeah, it's night time. I need to set my spawn. That spider did a good job in reminding me. So, as I said, we're mainly going to be using TNT. It's probably going to take quite a long time. It took quite a long time last time. The difference is, because as I said, I dug out a massive room like this in my journal world. The difference is I didn't have TNT then. At least I don't think so. I think I dug it mainly out with a stone pickaxe, so this isn't as bad. It's definitely going a lot quicker, but obviously there is going to be an element of grind about this, a huge element of grind. We'll just have to do our best and see how far we get. Anyway, yeah, roll the clips. So that is one level taken off, one full level that is, plus the small bit that we had to do at the start. We're now down at Y106, as you can see. We've got about 16 blocks to go before we reach the bottom. I don't remember. Are we about halfway? We might be about halfway. I think we're slightly over halfway though. I think I can't remember how tall the room is, but yeah, we still have some ways to go. I managed to get in a really good rhythm there. There wasn't too many dirt pockets or gravel pockets. Really good rhythm with the TNT. I know what I'm doing now. It's all systematic, and hopefully it will go a lot quicker that way. The question is, will we have enough TNT? I'll only be able to go until we have TNT. I came with 14 stacks, so we'll see how far that goes. But as you can see, this is the progress so far, or yeah, so far this episode anyway. Okay, so I've been at this now for probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in total, that is, not since the last clip that I spoke in. Currently we're down at Y100. I've just got one wee section to go before we manage to get this entire floor levelled out. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, these are the these are the days you remember playing this game. You know, you don't remember you sort of remember the small projects and the, you know, various things like that, but it's the times when you're grinding is what you vividly remember. You know, I could reel off times such as, you know, digging out the similar room in my journal world. That took ages. Building the mega pumpkin farm with Zedger, that took ages. What else? I need to prove my point now. I need to remember things that involve a lot of grind. Building the city walls, you know, things like that. Thing is, you remember them and you don't remember them because it's just the same action over and over and over again to get to one final goal. And ultimately, the sad thing is that it's all for a build that I probably won't see all that much. But there's just something satisfying about digging out a mega room. I think it's going to be a lot taller actually than the one in my journal world. This is, of course, for those that don't know, for those that maybe haven't watched any previous episode that has involved my exploits in this room, this is meant to be an area of our mine that depicts the Bridge of Khazad-Dum from Lord of the Rings, which is a narrow bridge that spans a large chasm. For some reason, I always found that a very interesting part of the books and the film, but more the books. Alright. Interestingly enough, I was stuck at the Bridge of Khazad-Dum area in 2 video games actually. I was stuck there, like at one point in my life, I was stuck there. It was the Fellowship of the Ring game that I did an LP on my channel. I think it was a couple years ago now or something like that. I did an LP of the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring game, which was the only one not published by EA, and it followed the line of the books. Did an LP of it on my channel. Playlist is somewhere kicking around on my channel. If you're interested, go find it. Sorry, not, but it is there. It should be there if you're interested. The other game was Lord of the Rings: The Third Age on PS2. Both times I got stuck on the Bridge of Khazad-Dum. It was like years before I managed to get past it again, because I kind of gave up, and then I eventually years later went back to it. So for example, when I was doing my LP for the Fellowship of the Ring game, I went back to it and managed to complete it on camera, which was cool. And then it was only recently I actually completed... Oh, I didn't complete the Third Age, I still haven't completed it. But it was recently I got past the Bridge of Khazad-Dum section on the Third Age game. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age is a very weird game, and I believe it got a lot of criticism. But it's very, for someone like me, it's hard to explain. It's also hard to defend it. The reason I like it is because it's Lord of the Rings, but basically you run about in a world, you come across bad guys who take you into some sort of organised fight where you've got your gang and they've got their gang, and you're standing opposite each other, and then you take it in turns to make various moves, and you can do power-ups, and that is that sort of a game, strategy kind of thing. And it's just very, very peculiar. But anyway, I was stuck at the Bridge of Khazad-Dum in that game as well, managed to get past it. Obviously the common denominator in both cases is the Balrog appears at the Bridge of Khazad-Dum, and in the books it's Gandalf that sacrifices himself in a way to take down the Balrog and protect the Fellowship, and obviously in the games that's who you are fighting. Anyway, here we are. Oh, hello. Probably a few mobs there. We're still above sea level. We're still 40 something blocks above sea level. So this is what the room is looking like. It's very, very tall at the moment, but we still have to go down another 10. As you can see here, we've kind of broken into a cave. This is where the old staircase was. As you can see, the old staircase was there. We're only a few blocks from it actually. And this is where my bed is, and the actual staircase, so you can get an idea of the scale of it. That's where we are. that's where we need to get to. This is a monumental task, but hopefully we can get it done. I did a wee bit of quick maths, and I figured out that we should have enough TNT to get down to Y90. We should, but you never know. I might die and lose some stacks. I might accidentally place some like this one here. The reason I haven't got rid of it is obviously because you can't. You can stop it from blowing up or destroying anything by pouring water over it, but I'm just going to wait and see if we can utilise it in the next pass. Anyway, I'm going to go for a break at the moment before getting back to this. It's like 1:30 AM, so yeah, it's going to be a long night. But yeah, next time you see me, hopefully, I won't have run out of TNT, but hopefully we'll be down at Y90. Okay, as you can see, everything is finished. The last few levels were the hardest. I ran out of gunpowder, gunpowder and TNT at one point. Had to get a wee bit more, but then I still didn't have enough, so I had to dig out the last layer manually. But feast your eyes. This is what we've got going. This is the room. It's a fair size compared with the one in my journal world. As I said, it's probably a bit taller, a bit narrower, possibly a bit longer, or maybe it's the same size, same length. But then the idea is we're going to have a bit of a crevice, not a crevice, a ravine type thing in the middle with the bridge, the narrow bridge spanning it. And this door here, that door there, they're off centre, so we may have to realign them. There's still a lot of work to be done, but it's currently, it's almost 5 AM, so I'm off to bed, and I'll get back to work on this in the morning, I guess. Alright, so I slept through the entire morning, and it is now, well, it's just past midday, and I just wanted to get this pretty much finished. As you can see, I've marked out the centre point of the room. It is a square. It's about 51 by 51 blocks because, well, as you can see, each outer limit, I'm sure I showed this off before, but the outer limit of the Z coordinate is minus 550, the X coordinate is 650, and then that's 700, and that's 600, so yeah, it's a square, it's a perfect square. What we're going to do is we're going to try and mark out the area where there's going to be the drop, you know, like the ravine, the gap, the hole in the land where the bridge will span. It's probably going to be a dead straight one, but you know, maybe we could extend it slightly beyond the reaches of this room just to give it a bit more impetus, I don't know, or a bit more mystery. But how wide should it be? That's the question. I do want a wee bit of ground. Like, I don't want it just to start like here and only have a 3-block gap. What I do want is quite a bit of space here, because I might want to add 1 or 2 things like pillars or statues or whatever here. So what we're going to do, this is where the bridge is going to go, this block here, because it's the centre point. Let's see, the room is 51 blocks, let's just say it's 50 just for the sake of argument. Half of 50 is 26. Right, 13 blocks ends here, so let's mark that. And then we'll count 13 blocks from the other side. Okay, and there we go. As you can see, that is the extent, the size of the possible crevice or ravine. Crevice is probably not a good word for it. It's a fair size. Do I want it to be any smaller? Not really. I think I'll be happy with that. Maybe we should lower it by 2, move it to here. And that way we've just got a wee bit more space to work with here. Okay, so it's 21 blocks in width if we extend the torches to here. And I think we'll start digging it out. I think I'll dig it out and then we'll have a look at it and just see if it's to our liking. And we can add the bridge as well. In fact, I probably shouldn't dig away the part where the bridge is going to go, but whatever. So I've completed digging out the first level of the abyss. I'm not sure if it's wide enough. I kind of want to make it wider, but at the same time, as I said, I wanted to leave room for stuff over here. So as I said, this is the centre point. The doors are off centre. We can recenter that one, that's fine. This one we're just going to have to put here and have like a corridor that goes round to the exit door. Shouldn't be too difficult because we do have a lot of space here to work with, so that should be fine. But yeah, I'm just wondering if we should make it any wider, or if this is a decent width. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. I think I shouldn't overexert myself too much with digging this out, and like, this is wide enough to make the job, the task, very difficult. I mean, we've got to go down to Y1 effectively, and we're up at Y89, which is a lot higher than we were, I believe, in my journal world. So yeah, we'll play it by ear. But basically, I've taken out probably about half the room, so it's going to take half the time to, get rid of each level, or it should take half the time to get rid of each level. But yeah, I'm going to just leave it there. I'm done. I'm completely done with this. It's it took me 5 or 6 hours last night, and even now I've spent a good half an hour to an hour on it. I'll figure out the rest off camera, as I said. I have managed to obtain quite a lot of resources, mainly cobblestone, while I was digging this out, so that's good. I'll go and show you actually how much I managed to obtain. Obviously a lot of that I've smelted up into smooth stone, so you won't have everything, but look, it even spills over here, as you can see. So there's that chest, there is that chest, moved the dirt into there, or extended the dirt into there. Loads of cobble, which is good. So yeah, that's the extent of my work thus far. It's good, but there's still a long way to go. Anyway, thank you very much for checking out this episode. All the very best. And remember, think about what you're doing before doing a project like that, yeah? Anyway, I'll see you later.